Please note that the topics and stories I yap about in these videos may or may not always be true. Legally, I have to tell you to keep this in mind when watching these videos. Most of the time they are true, but I still must say this disclosure before I proceed with the topic. What do you know about making paper airplanes? On November 25, 2024, J8 Stellar Graphics made some paper airplanes for his history class and now has about 45 of them. The activity was simulating an assembly line mass-producing paper planes. After the activity was over, J8 saved about 45 of them, but 5 got destroyed. He learned how to fully make the paper planes and made more during biology class in the 6th period. He decided that if he can make them aerodynamic enough that he would sell each paper plane for 10 cents. With the help of his friend Odin, it is very much so likely. The thing with that though is that if J8 decided to make a profit off of those paper planes, he'd have to share 50% of that profit with Odin. If J8 makes 10 cents per plane, he'd have to give 5 cents to Odin. So that means when he charges his customers, he will have to ask for 2 nickels instead of 1 dime. If they don't have that option, J8 will have to cancel the transaction and sell the plane to someone else. The problem now is that no one wants to buy a paper plane, and I can see why. They are relatively easy to make, so others can make them just as fast as J8 did with his paper planes. J8 managed to mass-produce 12 paper planes in 8 minutes, despite these not being too aerodynamic, just dynamic enough to fly 15 feet. Sometimes you're lucky if you manage to have it undamaged after one flight, so it seems that 10 cents is a bit expensive for a flimsy plane if you ask me. He should just charge an even 5 cents, so that way he gets paid for at least attempting to make a good paper airplane. This very much is a good idea, and maybe J8 should talk it over with Odin.